Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. How is everybody doing? I'm feeling a little slow this evening with Mercury retrograde going on here. And, that gives us just all wonderful, lovely computer issues, technology issues. So far, so good. I have done really well with it. So I'm crossing my fingers that I'm going to stay good through the rest of the retrograde. I hope that you guys all had a really great 4th of July and a great some of you probably had a long weekend. I worked the day after. But last weekend, I was able to get out on the water with my kayak and get some of that creative energy going. Of course, just before we hit the retrograde. But it was really fantastic to get out on the water, and it opened up so much for me. And, we get into those parts in our life where we get stuck, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in our business, our work, whatever it is, we just feel stuck. The decisions don't come as easily. The understanding of the process doesn't come as easy. And so one of the things that actually I was struggling a little bit with was trying to unblock all of that. And after chatting with my mentor a little bit last week, she told me that I had all this creativity that wanted to come out, and it was just being stuck. And it was because I wasn't allowing that to come out. Now, this concept is not new to me. I've heard it, a few times from my mentor throughout the last couple of years. And I've actually even been feeling it probably in the last 2 to 3 months. It's just like there's just something I want to do. It just feels like it's dull and things aren't working right. And I was really yearning for that creativity. And when my daughter was younger, I used to scrapbook all her photographs all the time. And it was a Friday night ritual for me to get together with a bunch of ladies and stay up until the wee hours of the morning, just letting those creative juices just go and flow. And I know I always felt so much better after a weekend of doing that. And as we progress and our kids get older and they start getting involved in more things, we kind of lose that part of us. And sometimes, it doesn't take much to let that creative juice go. Just, sitting down and doodling with a pen and paper. You don't even have to be you don't have to be an artist. You don't have to do anything. Some people like to draw or paint. Some others listen to music. Maybe you like to go jogging. Maybe that's kind of what your creative flow, whatever that is for you. Get back into that. If you're feeling stuck, just sit down and just do something to take your mind off of that and to let those creative juices flow. And you'll find that things will come a lot easier. So a couple of things that I have is I actually got myself a coloring book. It's a Healing Mandela coloring book. It's just a small one. And you can even just take crayons, go back to the days of being a kid, get some sidewalk chalk or get some crayons and just scribble on the paper. It doesn't have to be anything imaginative or beautiful or anything. It's just to unlock all of those blockages and just let things flow. And once you find that those things flow through you, then you're able to come to some better decisions things that you want to do in your life, questions you've been asking. The other thing, actually, I just got is really cool. I don't know if any of you know about this. Some of you might, but it's called a Buddha board. And what it is, you can see mine here. It looks just like almost like a whiteboard. And all you do, it comes with its own little paintbrush, kind of like a calligraphy looking brush. And you just dip it in water, and then you can just start creating, right? And it just starts making, pictures. It reminds me of the magic ink. For those of you, the invisible ink. And after a while, it will dry out and it will just clear. So as you draw, you can just kind of scribble and do what you want to do. And then as it dries clear, and it gives you a clear format where you can start all over again. It's fantastic. The other night I had it on the kitchen table, and after I got done eating, I just picked it up and I just started drawing. I just started letting it just roll off of the paintbrush. It was fantastic. It just gives me, 2, 3, 5 minutes of something I can go over and doodle, and then I can come back and it'll be gone. It'll be disappearing. You can already see that some of the stuff that I've drawn is already starting to dissipate and disappear. And so it basically just wipes it clean and gives you a brand new canvas so that you can start all over again. So it's really fantastic. It was really inexpensive. I think it was like $35. And, it helps me with my creativity, helps me get back into the flow of things, and releases. So whatever that looks like for you, I encourage you, especially through the month of July. It's all about creating. It's all about stepping into pushing us closer and closer into what it is we are called to do here on our time on Earth. So using some of these techniques can help you kind of unlock those hidden keys, so to speak. So I hope that helps. I've had a great time just going back to being a kid again and just taking some crayons and just doodling. It's been fantastic. And sometimes that's all you need, is just to be the kid again and to remember what that felt like. So enjoy that. Enjoy your doodling and your scribbling. And you can see one last thing here. You can already see that on the Buddha board, there's just one little piece left. Everything else has already dissipated. So pretty cool little gadget. So with that, we are going to head over to the phone lines. Who do we have now? We have Annette in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Good evening, Annette, and welcome to Your Time to Shine. Oh, I think we lost Annette.
Give me a second.
So anyway, just going back to that, I just want to talk a little bit about, also I'm doing some online courses this summer. They're kind of sporadic throughout the summer. And the next one coming up is really great. It's talking about manifesting all the good things in life. And I'm going to teach all about the techniques that you can use to manifest really fantastic things in your life. So if you're interested in checking that out and finding out how to sign up, reach me on my Facebook page at Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or right here on my Your Time to Shine Facebook page. It's really exciting. I'm also doing Wednesday group readings. I take up to 6 people in my group, and we sit and we talk about whatever it is that's on your mind, whether you need to connect with a loved one to see what they're doing on the other side, or whether you're just having trouble making a decision in your life. Maybe it's what direction you need to go with a job or a relationship. So I'm opening it up to 6 people, and I'm doing that every Wednesday night just through the summer months. So again, reach me on my Facebook page at Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or right here on Your Time to Shine Facebook page. And I'd be happy to help you get signed up for one of those. It looks like we have Tania in Rock Hill, Connecticut. Good evening, Tania. How are you this evening?
I'm good, Julie.
Did I say that right?
Tanya.
Oh, Tanya, my apologies.
It's okay, no worries.
So what can we do for you tonight?
Well, I would like to have a reading, see what is in store for me.
Okay, do you have a question in mind, or are you just looking for some general information?
Just some general information. Is there any new horizons? Am I going to meet anyone?
Okay, perfect. Let me check in here with your loved ones. And so there's just going to be a little bit of silence here while I check in, but I will be right back, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
So what your team is showing me is that there's been some stress and some struggles here recently with kind of the direction in your life. It's like you can see things like right there. It's like you can just barely reach out and touch them, but you can't quite get there. And so what they're showing me is that there's a lot of cloudiness. There's a lot of cloudiness around that. They're asking you to get very specific about what it is that you're asking for. I'm being shown that maybe you're changing your mind. You're going back and forth maybe, or maybe there's 2 or 3 different ideas that you're toying with. And they're saying that, any one of those is going to be a really good direction for you. But they said the only way that they can help you is if you get really clear. Because the way the universe works is you put this feeling and this thought and this vibration out there, and you start talking about it. And as you talk more and more and more about it, right, you raise your vibration, and that reaches out to the universe, and they say, oh, Tanya wants this. Let's give her this. And then us humans being and wanting everything right now, because that's kind of the time that we live in, right? It's not fast enough for us sometimes.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, you change your mind. Yeah. You change your mind, and so they go, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Now she wants this. Okay, everybody shift. She wants this, right? So every time you kind of change your mind and change your direction, it just interrupts that flow a little bit. Okay. So they're saying that they are here and they are super excited for you, and they're just so ready to help you, but they really need you to sit down and clearly make a decision on what it is that you want them to help you with.
Sounds good.
Are you in a relationship with somebody now?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Okay.
I don't. The word relationship, I guess, is it's not even brought up. So that would be a question too. Like the person that I'm talking to, do they see him like making a decision if he wants to be with me or not?
Yeah, this person is really being wishy-washy. I guess that's the best way I can explain it.
Okay.
They're very content where they're at right now. But I'm feeling like that's not going to be on the same at the same level that you're at. You're ready to take that next step and
Yeah.
to continue on, and they are not. Is a gentleman, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's not there. Has there been some has he had past experiences with relationships? I'm sorry, hang on. They're trying to show me something here.
Yeah.
There is something almost like abandonment, okay? There was a past relationship that he had where there was someone in his life that he thought was always going to be there, and one day they just weren't.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so he hasn't really gotten past that. So what he's doing is he's like, well, if I don't really get too involved, then it's really not going to hurt if it doesn't work out, right? So he's kind of got his guard. He's got his guard up a little bit.
He does.
Have you ever sat down and had a conversation with him about this?
Yes, but at times he dodges certain questions, and for the past few weeks, it's either he makes plans and then he backs out.
Okay. I'm not getting the feeling that the timing on this for the two of you is quite right. If you're okay going in the way that it's going, then I think you guys will be fine. But if you're wanting to take it to the next level and do something different, I don't think he's ready for that yet.
Okay.
So I think what it does is it comes back to you as far as it's about getting clear, right? They're bringing me back to that same concept. Get clear on what it is that you want from somebody, right? Even as far as writing it down on a piece of paper and making like an image board or something of things that you want in your life, right? Make it make it really clear. You don't need to get down to the details like I want someone who's got brown hair and green eyes, but kind of the general overall, what is it that you are looking for in a relationship, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then put it somewhere where you can walk by it every day and go, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that I asked for that, right?
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
And then you'll find, because I actually did the same thing, and I came back about a year later and I looked at the board again and I'm like, wow, okay, so this happened and this happened. And so you take it off the board and you add new things to it, right?
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So they're just asking you to get very clear on what it is that you're wanting.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because they said that you are going in a direction that you could have anything you want.
I know.
You can have
anything. I have so much patience. I sometimes want to wait for certain things to see if they come through, and I'm pretty much a strong person. I just go forward. I can't look behind all the time.
Right, exactly. You're always moving forward, which is a really good thing. But it's about getting clear.
Right, that's true.
And they're going to show you little things along the way, okay? You're going to go, oh, okay, yep, I see, I'm going in the right direction, right?
Okay, yeah. Um, I was wondering if I could just ask another thing as well is I am a single mom of three. They lost their dad. I would like to know if their dad is around.
Oh my gosh, yes, very much so. Um, he is so proud of them. Wow. He had so much love for them, for his family. He was definitely a family man, wasn't he?
He was, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
until his family turned him. But that's,
Right. He has such a gentle soul, a gentle way of being. But he is very much involved with your children and guiding them daily. Um, your youngest actually interacts with him quite a bit.
really okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the little one that doesn't remember him. So
yeah,
they were very young when they lost their dad. So okay.
She might not remember him as like a father figure, but she knows of who he is on the other side.
Okay.
When she was younger, would she say little things that would make you think that maybe she knew him, or did she say really profound things that you thought, okay, she can't know that? How can she know that?
No, because he was very young when he passed, and my little one, their ages were like 2, 3, and 4 when he passed. So
right.
Yeah, not that anything comes to mind, other than like, she was very young when he was sick. So
right. Sit with that thought for a little bit and think back of when she was 2 and he was gone. Mm-hmm. And because he's showing me, did she do a lot of little tea parties? Like, did she set up little tea parties?
Yeah, my girls are close in age, so she played with the youngest one, and the middle one played teacup party, like princess party.
Okay, he played teacups with her all the time.
Okay,
he's showing me a teacup set.
Okay.
So he was actually around, like her playmate. So that's why I'm saying, if you sit with this for a little bit and think back about those times after he had passed, and think about some of the things that she might have said, because I'm being shown that something is going to trigger you and go, oh, wait a minute, there's no way she could have known that, right?
Okay.
So, but he's showing me that he's very much involved in their lives.
I'm glad he is now. I didn't think he would be, because no matter where I moved, I always blessed my home, to protect my kids. So I thought by me doing that, he wouldn't be around for them.
Oh no, absolutely not. By blessing your house, all you're doing is you're bringing all the good stuff in, right?
Okay.
And he is of the light. So you can invite him into your house. You can also, put some kind of, you can tell spirit that, you only will allow people of the light, spirits of the light, and your loved ones in your home. And everybody else has to stay outside of your home. But he's already been in there. He's already been in there with you guys. No matter where you go, he's always been there.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Well, we are coming down to the very last little bit of our show. So I thank you so much for calling in and being a part of the show. I really appreciate it.
And thank you for your time as well.
You are so welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You as well. Thank you again.
Mm-hmm. Well, that wraps it up. Another Thursday night here. We are done. Catch me over at my Facebook page at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com or my Facebook page at Julie YeagerWalker Medium, or here on Your Time to Shine Facebook page. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next week.